What's going on, brothers? It's Mgtow, you know the name. Got another video for you. It's entitled Lockout Part 18. Here goes. Well, brothers, you know what today is. Well, I don't particularly keep this custom, but I will be keeping a custom after this holiday. You brothers who know your scriptures know what day I'm referring to. And it's not Saturnalia, but keep studying. On with the video. So, it looks like Dubai is becoming a very popular spot for brothers and men who have deep pockets. So much so that the femcels have decided to go there to spread their manure next year. And they're going to start with their gender studies conferences. Now, more than likely, their plans are going to backfire because the UAE, Dubai is not a Western nation, and they really don't want to foot the bills for gynocentrism over there in that particular area. So I guess what I'm saying is it's going to backfire. It's going to backfire. As for us over here in the West, have you noticed that because it is the holiday season, a lot of these tribes are becoming more desperate. They're getting angrier, especially at your brothers worth your salt, your brothers have eyes to see, ears to hear. For you brothers out there who have bought your passports, you know about that video that one particular hoochie with the head wrap. You know, one of these counterfeit Pro Wax, one of the fake ones, who is basically mad because you spent $130 to buy a passport rather than spending that money on her and the rest of the hoochies who think like her. Yeah, that. Does this hoochie and those who think like her, does she even realize that they are the reason why dating, marriage, and relationships are in the shitter? Does she realize that? I mean, the chameleons know why marriage, dating, relationships are in the shitter because they helped it to get that way. That's why they're over here listening to these videos, ripping off our talking points. They want to know why the rancid bait that they're putting out is not catching any fish. So they watch these videos. And they'll tell you that they're trying to understand what's going on. And the truth is, all they're doing is trying to get money out of you. It's gold digging. The long game is gold digging. That's what they're trying to do, trying to get you the resources. That's why you brothers owe it to yourself to master your Lockout game and perfect it. You know that video that I put in my community post about that trollop who was prank calling, pretending to call the doctor and tell him that she was pregnant? That is not an isolated incident. That right there is the new normal. That's the new normal. Because these trolls and these femcels made dating, marriage, and relationships 100% transactional. It's all about gold digging. It's not about finding your significant other. It's not about having a family, a legacy. It's not about any of that shit. It's all about getting resources out of you. And if they can destroy your life in the process, that'll be the cherry on top of the cake. Now these grifters, these dating roaches can fake the funk and say, well, it's not really a competition, but we all know that that's bullshit. Hell, ask Republican Fish. He knows. You see, the problem is women are no longer a mystery to men anymore. We know too much about them. Hence the surround sound bitching, the stage theatrics, and why you have more of these gym thoughts and brainless trollops going into these establishments and setting thirst traps. Your brothers probably saw that video of that gym thought working out 3 feet away from the man, and the man was paying attention to what was on his cell phone instead of looking in her direction, because he knew that it was a thirst trap. Because the second he lifted his head, if he was to lift his head and turn in her direction, she can stop the video, run to social media, and complain about how that man made her feel uncomfortable. And then all of the femcells, all of the ditch pigs, and all of the manner of Cleon bitches and layup pipe children can jump in to kick his ass because she pointed her finger at him. Enough men have gotten tired of that shit. The surround sound bitching, the stage theatrics, the gold digging, the outright lies. Men have gotten tired of it. And it's just going to get worse and worse. Now, they're panicking right now. They're hurting. That's why they put out that study where they said by 2030, 40%, I think it was like 40 to 50%, 45 to 50% of women will be single and broke, because the majority of them showed their student loan debt and credit card debt. And they can't say that it's not their fault because they chose this. Hence the concept that they created called shop therapy. You fill a void. You spend anywhere from $700 to $2,000 a month. You take that money and throw it into a fucking burn pit. You do that for years. And then when you're in your 30s, you're broke, then you decide, well, I'm ready to settle down. No, she's not ready to settle down. She's ready to take your resources. Find you and take your resources. That's what's going on. That's why they're still fiddling with the idea of trying to get male babysitters to pay child support. Not female babysitters, male babysitters to pay child support. They're trying to fiddle with that idea. You see, they bring that bullshit to you, but not other women. That's why it's of the utmost importance that you master your Lockout game and perfect it, brothers. You got to do that. And since these trollops in these particular specimens are amoral, they don't care how low they stoop to get the bag. Understand this. You can thank me later. There is a congenital defect that are in these females. It's rare, but it's possible. There is a congenital defect in these females called persistent cloaca. It is where all 3 holes are fused. So let's say one of these male hyenas, one of these bitch-made simps, decides to lay down with one of these women, and they say, well, if I give it to her one-way traffic, she's not going to get pregnant. Then they will be wrong. If they have this condition, and let's say one of them decides to give it to her up one-way traffic, she could still get pregnant, and then he's looking at 18 strong in child support. 18 strong. And he won't be able to get that money back. He won't be able to rebuild his life. He'll never get it back. But will she tell you this? No. These bitch-made simps, these male hyenas, their goofy ass will march right into that trap, and her life will be ruined. But she'll get the bag. And that's all that matters, right? This is the female dating strategies that all of them have adopted. This is why they fought tooth and nail to make dating, marriage relationships 100% transactional. They got what they wanted, and now men have bought passports and decided to break wild for greener pastures. And to be quite honest, I have zero sympathy for them. I have zero sympathy for these trollops who fought tooth and nail to make this happen. They're being left with nothing. You reap what you sow in this life. And for you brothers out there who are still building your skill set, you brothers out there who have, or in my situation, you got 2 retirements, you got the bag, keep doing what you're doing. Master Lockout Gamer Perfected. And give younger men the playbook. Give younger men the playbook. That goes double for you brothers of my kindred. And I'm going to talk more about that in my next installment of Why We Left. But yeah. Get your luck on, brothers. Get your luck on. This is a lot of Mgtow. So I got for you. If you like the video, like, share, like, commentary, feel free to subscribe. If you want to donate, visit my channel. You find a tip jar on the upper right inside the screen. That's your plus icon. Alright, fam. Alright, brethren. You know it's real. You know it's in go away living with SYSPM. As for these ditch pigs, as for these gold digging leeches, and these lead pipe children who are trying to destroy your life and make off with the bag, give them nothing. This is Mgtow PSA. Welcome to tight. See you soon.